I'm Zac Festal, marketing manager for Niner Bikes as of 10 months ago or so. This is Barrett James, product manager for Niner Bikes. So this is the current status, where we're at. These look finished, polished, ready to put in boxes and send out to people. So we're looking at this point, late 2019. I love the red. Late 2019 for riders around the world. These are the 9 things that you need to know. First thing to know, 50mm CVA suspension travel. Remote lockout on the handlebar. RDO carbon fiber. That's our high-grade carbon fiber. One-piece forged links. So you can see the upper one, the lower one's hidden from behind. You can swivel one of these bikes around and see the lower link. Integrated rear fender. So shielding the shock from road crud. It's a fender down the back. 11 mounting points. Clearance for 700 by 50C tires or 650B by 2.0. Keeps the tire clearance for the big tires. The CVA suspension curve is tuned specifically for this gravel application. So if you think about gravel riding, we're talking about high frequency, low amplitude bumps. We're not wheelie dropping ledges. We're not, hucking to flat and that kind of thing. So this is designed to get full travel, and it's designed to absorb high frequency by, low amplitude bumps. Full sleeve internal cable guides, including for a dropper post, which you can see mounted on that storm. So no fishing cables through the frame, runs end to end, front to back. So why on earth would we do such a thing? Because it makes riding on dirt better. And we feel that full suspension on gravel makes that experience better because you can sit and pedal and power. I think Yuri had the experience that you can sit and pedal through more cobblestones, corduroy, rain ruts, whatever it is.
Definitely. I did a levee gravel ride that happens in Marin quite regularly last week. And there was a really chunky, riprap section where they tried to rebuild the levee, and it had really chunky, bigger rock. And you could feel this bike just sort of skipping through it, and all your momentum heading forward. And it was, I was calling it the skippy sensation. That's the technical term they're using. But just blasting through like a moto would over stutter bumps or something like that, right over the top of it. So definitely works.
So we're hoping that everybody gets to pedal more miles with more comfort, less fatigue, thanks to a bike like this. So what it is not a short travel mountain bike. If you want a full suspension mountain bike, we have those. There's one called the RKT. Also not a road bike. Also not a primitive effort to suspend only the rider. So this is something that we're pretty adamant about. We're suspending the bike and the rider with proper suspension. Infinitely tunable air shock, oil damping, proper pivots, proper linkages, and a real suspension curve that we have control over and we can tune properly. We feel like untunable flex points or rubber bumpers is not really doing the job completely. What it is. Hell yeah. Very rad, very fun to ride. More fun to ride in more places. There we go. It's a dedicated gravel bike with gravel bike geometry, light wheels. We're going to talk about that in a minute. As I said before, high-performing air-sprung, oil-damped suspension. Okay, so we expect to offer this in 3 sizes. Longer reach, longer wheelbase, but the geometry, head tube angle, seat tube angle, relatively contemporary with other bikes in the space. So we're marrying the agility of current gravel bikes with a little more stability, and that's progressive. Price and spec is to be determined, along with shock tune, layup, and a few other moving pieces. We're aiming for low 20s. Barrett's leaning up against an RL29 steel that's about 23 pounds. So we consider that a reasonable target weight. My goal, my hope, is that we'll have rideable test samples sometime late summer, early fall.
Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Gravel Cyclist YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell button to be notified of future videos as they are released to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.